Distortions Unlimited second 2024 sneak peek has arrived. The Wicked Witch Legend. Let's talk about it. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and welcome to a very exciting video because Distortions Unlimited has officially released their second sneak peek for the 2024 season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just over 3 weeks ago, we saw Distortions' first 2024 sneak peek, and of course, that was the Scarewolf Legend. Now, actually, just yesterday, the second sneak peek from Distortions has officially released on their website and their YouTube channel, and it is actually yet another Legend static prop for the 2024 season. This time being the Wicked Witch Legend, a brand new fresh take on the original Distortions Unlimited Witch's Brew animatronic from many years ago. So we are 2 props into the Distortions 2024 lineup, and I have to say, I think Distortions is starting off on an amazing foot because 3 weeks ago, I was a big fan of the Scarewolf Legend, and now today, as you're gonna hear in this video, I may even be a bigger fan of the brand new Wicked Witch Legend. Well, I have a lot to say about the Wicked Witch Legend, and this is gonna be a pretty glowing review because, like I said, I am a big fan of this brand new prop, but I want to preface my entire review by saying this. Like I said in the beginning, the Wicked Witch Legend is indeed a fresh take on the original Witch's Brew animatronic that Distortions has made in the past, with the brand new version for 2024 having no cauldron. She is now just a standing witch, and also there are some differences that I'm going to talk about with the general appearance with this Wicked Witch Legend. Now, I want to preface my entire review by saying this. I'm not gonna lie, I think I like the Wicked Witch Legend just a tad more than I like the Witch's Brew animatronic, and there are a couple of different reasons for that we can touch on right now. First of all, like I said, talking about differences between this and the original Witch's Brew animatronic, majorly, of course, no more cauldron. I actually think this is a good change for a static prop, because if you're not going to have any animation in there, it kind of makes more sense for this to just be a witch, because if she was just standing there with a cauldron, it might look a little bit awkward. So I actually do like the change and the decision to take away her cauldron completely and just make her a regular standing witch. Now, talking about the reasons why I do like the Wicked Witch Legend a little bit more than the Witch's Brew, this entirely relates to the face that we are seeing on the Wicked Witch Legend. I have to say, I love the look of this girl's face. I think it is so creepy. I love the coloring to it, and I think it is a big upgrade from the original Witch's Brew animatronic. First of all, if you examine the eyes from Witch's Brew, what you're gonna notice is that she had very glossed over eyes. Distortions was going for a very like cataracts kind of look with the Witch's Brew animatronic. Now, I'm gonna say, of course, this comes down to personal preference. Maybe you enjoy that cataracts look a little bit more for your witches. Maybe that's something you enjoy. However, me personally, I kind of like having the eyes a lot more detailed, and that is why when I took a look at the Wicked Witch Legend for the first time, the main thing that stood out to me was those eyes. I love the way the pupils look. I love the glossiness and how you can see that she has green eyes. I think they just look awesome, and this kind of goes along with the entire face. I think overall there's a lot more detail with the Wicked Witch Legend than there was in the face of Witch's Brew, and that is a huge plus in my opinion because it gives the character more character, kind of like I'm saying there, and I just love the paint job. I think the details, like I said, are much more present, and I think there's a lot more to see with the Wicked Witch Legend's face than there was to see on the Witch's Brew's face. Now, in the official reveal video for the Wicked Witch Legend, Ed Edmonds actually reveals that the Wicked Witch Legend was sculpted by Jordu Shell, obviously a legendary sculptor within the Halloween industry, and Ed Edmonds said this because since Witch's Brew was a kind of older animatronic, Distortions needed someone who could replicate the sculpt, so they brought in Jordu, an amazing sculptor, and he was able to replicate the sculpt very, very well. And I actually think, in my personal opinion, I like the sculpt of the Wicked Witch Legend more than I like Witch's Brew. Witch's Brew had a little bit of a fatter face, if you will. That may be a little bit rude, but a little bit of a fatter flatter face for the Witch's Brew animatronic, and Wicked Witch Legend is a lot more dialed in, if that makes sense. It's a lot more kind of sleek. The jaws are a lot more defined, along with the nose and everything like that, so I actually like the sculpt a tad more on the Wicked Witch Legend. And on top of all of that, another one of the reasons why I just love Wicked Witch Legend is the face color and the hand color that we're seeing on this brand new prop. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think that Witch's Brew had a nice color to her and a very witchy look. However, I like the Wicked Witch Legend a little bit more because we were seeing a darker green. The Witch's Brew animatronic was a lot more bright green, almost venturing into that lime green color, which is fine. Again, that's not bad whatsoever, but I do like the slightly darker look that we're seeing with Wicked Witch Legend. There's a lot more kind of dark coloring within her wrinkles and crevices on her face, which I think makes her look creepier. And then going into my next point about why I love this prop, it just adds to the feel of traditional witch that we're seeing on her. Obviously, the Wicked Witch Legend is just about as traditional as you could possibly get within the Halloween prop, and I love that. Obviously, if you know me well, you know I love my classic traditional Halloween animatronics and props. So when I clicked on the video for the first time and took a look at the Wicked Witch Legend, I was just overcome with a feeling of Halloween nostalgia, and I love that. This character is so classic to the roots of Halloween. Obviously, the witch is a very classic Halloween character that has stood the test of time and been around since the very beginning. So right off the bat, I love that Distortions is making yet another witch. So that was a big plus. And then, like what I already talked about, I love her coloring here. I love that dark green, because while witches can be portrayed as kind of a fleshy skin tone or maybe even a bluish purple, green is that classic witch. That is, in what my opinion, is the traditional witch that, again, has been around for all of time when it comes to the origins of Halloween. So I think the Wicked Witch Legend is just awesome in terms of classic and traditional All Hallows Eve because of her coloring, because of the way the face looks, and then, of course, the fact that she has that pointed hat and the entirely black outfit. She is just classic Halloween through and through, and I love that. Now, of course, we have to talk about her price tag, and just like we see with all new Distortions props, the Wicked Witch Legend is actually on sale right out of the gate, and her sale release price is $524 United States dollars, with her full retail set to be $574 United States dollars. And I have to say, just like I say with basically all Distortions props, I would say she's worth that price tag, because when you pick up something from Distortions, you are getting an incredibly high quality piece with extremely high craftsmanship. And recently, with all my Distortions videos, I have been saying that obviously I have the Mutant Legend, as you can see right there, that came out for the Halloween 2023 season. He was around just the same price tag as we were seeing with the Wicked Witch Legend, and I could not be happier with my Mutant Legend. So if you're on the fence about picking her up and the price tag is what's kind of putting you on the fence, I would say go ahead and go through with it, because you will absolutely not be disappointed with the quality of this prop. And I also will say that the price tag we are seeing, like I said, with the comparison to Mutant Legend, is very, very standard for modern day Distortions Legend / static prop. So overall, I would say she's worth that price tag. But overall, I am a very big fan of the new for 2024 Distortions Unlimited Wicked Witch Legend. Like I said, she is just about as classic, as traditional Halloween as you could possibly get with a Halloween animatronic or a Halloween prop, and I love that. I am crossing my fingers that we see more classic characters from Distortions and other Halloween companies going into this 2024 Halloween season, and I am even more excited to continue on with the Distortions sneak peeks for the 2024 Halloween season. We are 2 down into this year's lineup, and both so far have been legend props, so I am very excited, like I said, to continue with the sneak peeks. And also, I am very excited to see what the first animatronic will be from Distortions for the 2024 season. And of course, just stay here, right here on GMHaunts to stay 100% up to date with Distortions Unlimited, because I'll be covering all of their sneak peeks, just like I did with the Scarewolf Legend, and just like I did now with the Wicked Witch Legend. But I guess, remember, as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. Also, go ahead for more Distortions Unlimited 2024 videos. Goodbye.